Hello, everyone. Wow, I'm alive today, live on Facebook. It's my third time today, and it's all about success for Source. And I'm so happy to have with me Nozara Rivera, Brandy Knight, and Abigail. And we are, of course, all of us are co-authors of Success for Source that is launching tomorrow.
Woo!
So I'm going to be quiet a little bit and I want to hand it over to you girls to just talk about introduce yourself. What is your chapter about? What are you excited about?
Thank you so much. I'm so happy to be here. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited for this book as well. So my name is Brandy Knight Shanti Teghar, and I'm the creatress of Shanti Teg LLC, formerly of Inner Calling. Some of you might know me from that. And I specialize in emotional health, emotional alchemy, Kundalini yogic science and technology, tantric numerology, and ritual magic. And I blend all of those, excuse me, all those things together. Little throat chakra activation. Heyo. You know what time it is. So I blend all those things together to just really create a next level experience for myself and for others. And uh, I wanted to actually highlight the charity or the organization that we're working with, because it really speaks to a lot of what I do and a lot of kind of my driving force. And I'm wondering, Dina, would you be able to share a little bit about that too? Because I think it's so important, whether it's now or at another time. But I Am on Watch is an organization that really is dedicated and focused to, education and combat against human trafficking and sex trafficking.
Yeah.
And I mean, which I don't think it's enough coverage. We'll call it, we'll
Yeah.
say it like that. So I mean, that's kind of what's front and center when I promote my work, and when these acts of service, right? So we're coming together, offering our wisdom and offering these invitations, and offering the example of what it is to apply the invitations that we've extended through our chapters. And um, and then the act of service to be able to then go farther and have the proceeds be donated, and on an energetic level. I mean, talk about alignment with source, right? Like vibrational alignment.
Absolutely.
So that's kind of what's front and center for me today. I just wanted to honor that and celebrate that.
Oh, thank you, Brandy. Yes, let me just say something about that. Um, we've it started when we worked with the first book, My Message, My Message, and we wanted to work with an organization that that we all felt aligned with, and that was not like a kind of a I don't just a politically correct kind of charity. We wanted to do something that's real. And so we had many ideas and we did lots of exploration. And we really like this one. I am on watch. And they do a rehabilitation as well of, human trafficking victims.
Mm-hmm.
So it's really a worthwhile cause. As you know, it's really a problem in the world at the moment. And so everyone actually who buys the book also directly contribute to I Am on Watch, because all the royalties go to I Am on Watch. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Ah, yes.
I love that. I love it. The women I work with are typically with domestic violence, but a lot of them have that connection as well. There is a piece of that in there, and so that is huge to be a part, like Brandy said, the vibration and like alignment and everything just ties in together, and it's so much bigger than just the book. And that's
Yeah,
what I love is that We are doing so many things on such a bigger scale and all over the world. That is what really excites me, is that all of us are from all over the place and we're just like all attuned and we're all together and we're all doing this together. It's pretty exciting.
We are all one.
Yes.
We are all
Yes.
one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, Abigail, let's hear from you.
This book is quite magical. Just feeling into it,
Mm-hmm.
and I am really excited to read everyone else's story. I remember when you invited me, I was like, it was like a clear yes, and then I was like, now what? What story wants to be told? And that's something I just like sat with, and then it just like clicked. It was something I was going through at that moment, which has started from the time I was born, and it just kind of flowed through me. So, that connection with source, what defining that, what does that look like? Is that so different for everyone?
Yeah.
And for me, my experience with source and how real it is for me. And it was really cool to put that in writing, like put that down on paper, and kind of read it back like, wow, wow, Abigail, really? You were mad at source, like source did something to you, like, but that was my truth. So that's what came through me. So I can only imagine what came through others to share in this powerful vortex. So yeah, Dina, well done. Well done. Thank you for hearing the call, and then also, saying this is the call. I want you to be part of it. Like, thank you for bringing in this container. Yeah.
Thank you. And thank you, Therese and Allegra, for also joining. Sorry, I didn't see you there. I hope I hope you weren't waiting for a long time.
Here we are.
Thank you for joining
Not
us.
at all.
So we were just
Not
chatting,
at all.
basically quick introduction and just say a little bit about your chapter and whatever you want to say to inspire the audience out there about this amazing book that we are all co-created.
Well, I'll jump in. So I'm Therese Skelly. I'm the intuitive business mentor. I work with women who are here because they have really big missions and they might be in their own way, and their history, their energy, they got just blocked. And I am kind of a wizard at clearing all that so they can do their great work in the world. And I say, you can make money and have fun and make it serve your life. It doesn't have, you don't have to sacrifice yourself to make money. That's I'm really about that these days. So, when you asked me, first I was so excited because, wow, look who we're with, like you really curated some powerhouse women. I was really thrilled to be in this company. And, this is the work for us. But of course we connect the source, right? Like it's just the operating system. And then I realized, well, maybe not everybody can trust that, right? And so my chapter is, I have a background of abuse and neglect and all that stuff, and I kind of have the sense of like, if you were not raised with an earthly father or parents that would show you, you can lean in, you can trust, your needs matter, you're taken care of. For me, I had to become needless. I had to be like, no, I'll make it happen. I will make it happen. Like if it's meant to be, it's up to me, right? And yet I was always super spiritual. So it was this weird, like, yeah, I'm super spiritual, but yeah, God, I got it. Don't like, no, I like, don't even worry, because so it was this understanding, like, Abigail, from the minute she popped out, she was with source. I didn't have that experience. I had to understand why I couldn't trust, why when nobody has your back, it's really hard to believe that the universe has your back, right? So I'm talking about, this is what happened. This is why it comes. This is where it comes from. And here's some ways just to start activating it. Because I want to normalize. Like everybody's going, oh, just connect and trust. And I don't want you sitting there going, God, what is wrong with me? I'm just, there's a chip missing because they're all talking about connecting and I'm not. And so I just want to normalize people's experiences. If you have had trauma, you might be wired a little bit differently. And there's no shame in that. It's all part of the design. And so that I'm speaking to you, if you're like, how do you trust? How do you trust then? And that's my chapter.
Oh, can't wait for everyone to read that.
Mhm.
And Allegra, is your internet at this moment okay? Do you want to respond?
I hope so. I'll try. If it goes off, I'm really sorry. I've been having connection problems all day. I even called Vodafone. I don't know why. So let's give it a shot. So first of all, I would like to say how thrilled I am to be with such amazing women and be part of this book. It's astonishing, really. And I know that this is going to be a powerful book globally. And I think it's going to help many, many, many people because we all have different stories and we all have different ways of dealing, with all the different issues that each one of us has encountered on our journey. And the beautiful thing is that there is a real connection between us, and I can't wait to get to know each one of you, more and more, because it really does feel like soul family. As far as my story is concerned, I'm basically right now I'm coaching people across the globe, and I call myself, the title is English Transformation Coach, but as you know, as I said last time, each one of us, it's a role that we're playing, and we play many, right? And right now, so basically people come to me because they want to improve their English language communication skills, but there's something missing in their life. And so it's my job to help them to discover that potential that they have within that maybe they haven't discovered yet, or to help them to overcome their fears. And my story in the book is really about that, because having embraced and overcome my greatest fear myself, and having to leave my 5 daughters for 10 months, not knowing if I was ever going to make it, not knowing which direction my life was going to go, I had to really overcome a lot of hurdles. And so I learned to deal with my emotions. And it's really about embracing and trusting the process. And allowing yourself to just flow. And so many times I've had that experience where I've let go. I've really allowed myself to surrender. And wow, I mean, that's where the miracles happen. And so, when you experience this, you want to shout it to the world. And this is my input to this book. So thank you.
Oh, beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
No, the internet didn't crash then. Phew.
Yeah, you see? Right.
Okay.
No, Zara, we did have an interview earlier, but I think it's worth, while we are all together, that you just also say what your chapter is about.
Yes. So I am an intimate partner violence recovery coach. So I help women who are struggling to find themselves after abuse, and I hold a space for them to be able to reclaim their mind, heart, and cookie. And when I say cookie, yes, I do mean the vagina. And we do it in a spiritual way together. And we reclaim all those 3 things in a spiritual way so they can become the individual person that they were meant to be without the influence of their abuser or abusers or anybody else. So my heart is for this group of women because I am part of that group. So I was raised by an alcoholic father, and in that really just kind of created comfort in falling in love with like men that were kind of the same. And so I've pretty much like my late teens, my 20s, and my early 30s was trying to convince these type of men that I was worth loving, or I felt like if I could just love them enough that I can change them into loving me. We could just like live like happily after ever and all the things, right? But the thing is the only person that was really getting messed up in that process was me. I was sacrificing my mind, heart, and my cookie to try to make these things work. And so I share that story in my chapter, and how after my second marriage, because I've been married 3 times, after my second marriage, I had to sit back and humbly accept the fact that I was the common denominator in all the things. And so I had to make the ultimate decision to heal. And from there, what that looked like for me. So that is my journey. And, I come from like a religious background. And so, not that that's bad for everybody, but for me and my place and where I was at, source, God had to really kind of peel those things back because it was part of my abuse. My abuse was kind of enmeshed in all of that. And he really kind of just stripped the crap for me and revealed himself in such a beautiful way. I've never experienced him ever until like this. So I kind of share some of that in my story as well. And so I'm really excited to be a part of this because I know that I am with some phenomenal women and that we are going to make a difference for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. And of course, in me putting this book together has been my greatest transformation because of all the stress that I put on myself and all the expectations and all the control. I developed serious health issues that I had to get over, and lots of things happened, but that is what my tribe chapter is about. It's about my own journey to trust and surrender to the process, and that is what I'm all about. So I am so excited about us leading. For me, this is really a truly spiritual business success book, and I think that it's really going to do well because I can see myself. I mean, as I was reading all your chapters, I was taking notes for myself. So I think it's a great book to have by your side. And every day you can just open it and read a story and read a process, something practical that you can immediately implement. And that is what is so great for me about the book, is that it's not just the theory or just the story. There is really amazing practices, practical ways to implement something into your own business and immediately see the fruits of that. That is what I'm really excited about. What are you excited about?
I just want the conversation that, I think I've been in this industry for 20 years. So I'm like the OG in the room, right? And when I first started, we didn't say the word source. We didn't say energy, goddess, intuition. It was hardcore left brain masculine. And that's how I was trained. I never said the word, because that's what it was. And so the possibility that you don't just have to run your business based on the 3D or your best thinking, the possibility that you can say, wow, maybe this is happening for me. Maybe there's some higher order here. Maybe if I surrender, that is the most magnificent thing. Maybe if I surrender, it will all work out. It's the way. Because when you go the other way, that's where the suffering is, right? And so to me, I literally feel like we're in this tribe of like, we've discovered the secret. It's over here. You're not alone, dude. You're not alone. Just, hey, open up to how we do it. And so it's just the way. So my hope is that this book inspires more and more people to kind of join us in creating the new earth, creating the new operating system. That would be my hope.
Exactly. Beautifully said.
I'd love to hop on the tail end of that, hang out. The old way, we'll call it the Piscean era, is the age of information. And we see that in, if you look back, that all of what we're bringing to the table now was locked away in secret societies and locked away in religion, and you had to be initiated to this, that, or the other to have access to the information, because the information was power. But now in this new age, in the Aquarian age, this is the age of application, the age of action, because all of the information is now out, available. And so those of us that are coming together like this group and like this book are, handcrafting actionable steps that are, resourced from this information that has been once kind of guarded under secrecy. And so now I love that it's kind of like this how to, like there's these steps. Because it really is, we need to bring it in order for us to really, really call in this golden era, the golden age, apply. And it's one of the things I brought into my offering and my contribution into this book too, is let's take some of these terms and give it more of a foundational piece so that action steps feel more available. Because we are coming into this age of action now that all of this information is available to us front and center. And I'm just excited to, like Therese was saying, like, wow, what's possible, what's available to me, because it's all available to us. And sometimes we just need a guide to show, say, hey, I'm doing this, you can do it too, maybe not in my way, but in your own way. So that's one of the reasons why I'm so excited about this book.
So true, Brandy. Dina, go ahead. You're going to say something.
No, I was actually going to point at what I want you to say. Okay, go for it.
Yeah, Brandy, well said. There's so much available for us right now in terms of like the mystery teachings, right? What I'm excited about is this book. I feel like it's the redefinition of what the word source is and how we connect to this consciousness that has so many names and so many identities. And as people are reading each chapter, hopefully they see that we all connect to this being differently in our own way, and that is right. Which means that how you choose to connect with source is between you and source, and that is the right way.
Can you hear me, guys? No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, we can hear you, Allegra.
I think she keeps cutting in and out.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yes, that's what I'm excited about, the redefinition of that connection and activating the readers to find their own connection.
Is it mine? So, can you all hear me? Okay. So, yes, it's exactly what Abigail said. And that's what I love about the book, is that in every chapter, there is so many gems and such a real life experience that is told. So it's not something far-fetched. It is something that's real. And, the book is meant for people in business. So, and we have so many beautiful entrepreneurs who are working so hard. I mean, I'm definitely one of them, working so hard and then still feel that, why can't I figure this out, kind of thing, So to all of those wonderful people, this book is like the guide. And there are 19 guides for you in this book that you can find your own unique way, from bits and pieces from everyone, I think, can find your unique way of how you connect with source, what will work for you. And I think that is really the essence of the book, is that it gives so much power. There's so much powerful energy in this book that is so honest, so authentic, so real, that someone can really identify themselves in it. There's no bullshit. And can actually learn from that and take from that for themselves.
One thing I want to add on to that, if I can, with what Abigail was saying and what you were saying, I love that we get to see, or they get to read and see how God, the source, whatever, right, insert whatever you believe in, meets us where we're at. If we really understand, so this is the thing. So we all have different goggles of life, right? Our perception, the way we see things, the way our perception is created by the things that we've endured in life, the things that we're taught, all of this, right? So that's how we see through, that's how we see life. And the amazing thing is that the source will meet us with those glasses on. So that means that it's not just one way. It's not black and white, right? There's a fluidity here that in order to have love and forgiveness and grace and all these amazing things, you can't be black and white, right? You have to have a fluidity to you. And that's what the source is. Meets us where we're at and then kind of rolls with the punches, right? Talks to us in a language that we understand and that we can see through our glasses, that we like, oh man, this is amazing. So I just kind of wanted to add that bit to that, Dina, because this book is exactly that. We are showing everybody through our lenses, and we share some of the same perspectives with other people and how they see things too, right? So they'll be able to pick up things, little bits and pieces here from everybody, I think, in a sense. And I'm just excited and grateful to be a part of this for sure.
Awesome. How's your internet, Allegra? Can you talk?
Hopefully, I think so. I'll give it a shot. Well, I just can't wait to see the impact that this book has, because I said before, I really believe in it, because really, I think it's because, I haven't read everybody else's story yet, and I really cannot wait, because I want to, as soon as I get it, I want to read the whole thing, because I just know that there's real power behind this book. And what I mean by power is that there's so much information in there because of the diversity of every single situation. I have heard a few. And so, it's, you could say it's, I don't know, it's almost complete, because there'll be so many different issues and problems and things that we've encountered in our life, that now we've understood that they weren't actually problems. They were lessons, and they were all there to teach us something fundamental that we couldn't see before. And so really, I think probably the book would teach a lot of people to before they kind of react to events or occurrences in their life, to just step back and say, hang on, I don't want to judge this. I want to let it flow, because by letting it flow, that you realize, that everything that happens to us, as you said before, is happening for us, and it's there to teach us something fundamental that we haven't yet learned. And so I think this book is, like you said, it's what's the word? It's like not a map, but not even an instruction manual, something much more powerful. And I'm really looking forward to see the impact that this will have globally, and seeing the people who really can implement the lessons that they've learned through this book. Yeah. Did you hear that? I have no idea. Okay.
We got that very loud and clear. Thank you, Allegra. Well, ladies, thank you so much. It was great to talk for about half an hour about the book, and I'm sure that anyone who's going to watch this on replay will actually be so inspired about what they can get from this book. So everyone, again, this conversation was about this book, Successful Source, that is launched tomorrow. And it's the 777 portal. So it's a very important number as well. And watch this space and all the authors. You will see all the links tomorrow to get the book. And we ask that you please support us. You can get the Kindle version for only 99 US cents, which is really a giveaway. You don't even need a Kindle. You can just read it on your computer. But it will mean so much to us if you can support us and get this book. Not only will it enrich your life, but you get it for instant download. You don't even have to wait for the paperback. You can get the paperback later, because I know you're going to get the paperback. I can see everyone making notes on the side in the margins of the book. So thank you, ladies, very much. And I'll see some of you later in the authors meeting.
Thank you, Dina.
Bye.
Thank you
Bye,
very
everyone.
much. Bye.
Bye.